I noticed something watching Black YouTube. I've noticed that more and more creators are coming out and letting it be known that they've graduated from HBCUs or they're part of a sorority or fraternity. And I've been hearing about Freemasons. Let's talk. Come on in and have a seat. Take your shoes off. Don't fuck up my carpet. Now, is it my plan to expose these organizations today? Absolutely not. Because that would mean I'm exposing my own family members, and we can't do that. Now, one thing I notice about YouTube is it's very cliquish, but I think being a part of a clique is very good because you can do a lot in numbers. Meaning when you're operating as a unit, you can get a whole lot done. And who doesn't love that? Now, why am I mentioning YouTube? Because on YouTube, you have a lot of members from these organizations, including celebrities. Okay, we're going to name some sororities and fraternity members that are celebrities. All right, the first person on my list is Colin Kaepernick, and he's a Kappa. And then we got Shaquille O'Neal. He's an Omega Psi Phi and a Freemason. Interesting. And we got your boy Steve Harvey. He too is a member of Omega Psi Phi. Now let's talk about K. Michelle. She pledged Delta while she was at Florida A&M. And then we have Star Jones and Vanessa Bell Calloway. They're both AKAs. And then we have Roland Martin, a journalist. He worked with CNN and he's Alpha Phi Alpha. And then we have Terrence J from BET. He too is an Omega. We got a lot of Omegas in the industry. Okay, interesting. All right, let's continue. We got Tom Joyner, another member of Omega Psi Phi. Next on the list, so we got Keisha Knight Pulliam from The Cosby Show. She pledged Delta while she was at Spelman College. And then we got Alicia Keys. She's an AKA. And then we got Jada Pinkett. She's also an AKA. I think these are honorary members, Jada Pinkett and Alicia Keys. That's one thing I noticed while doing my research is that we have a lot of honorary members of these sororities and fraternities amongst the celebrities. I really wish I could have found a list of all the Black creators here on YouTube and their sororities and fraternities and which school they went to. That would have been dope, but they don't have that kind of stuff on Google. So we're going to move on. Now we're going to get a little dark for a second. And a lot of people aren't going to like this. But I got to do it anyway. Okay, so let's talk about the young ladies here on YouTube that are either in a sorority or HBCU or both. They have formed an alliance with the men, which is smart. But what I don't understand is how these women are sitting under millionaires and being treated like crap on these platforms. I mean, these men are telling these women to their face that they're not that attractive and they're not cute enough to demand what they want in a relationship. It's really sad how they treat these women. And if they doing this in public, what's going on behind the scenes? These men love treating these women like crap. It's very sadistic. Stay away from dudes like that. Now that leads to my next thought. Did the women sign up to go through live rituals here on YouTube and to be purposely humiliated? Because that's what it looks like. If you look on the other side of the coin. Sometimes I wonder if the Black men are being paid to keep the Black women at a low vibration. If you notice, the Black men had no smoke for the white woman in Miami that allegedly killed her boyfriend. They had no smoke for her. Yes, they would state the facts of the case, but there was no anger there. One thing that I noticed while watching YouTube videos, that it's a term going around, and the term is agent of chaos. So today, we're going to define that term. Agent of chaos is a person who acts on behalf of another person, group, business, government, etc. Second definition, a person or thing that acts or has the power to act. You know, I was watching a live stream the other week and it was a panel of black men and black women. One young lady was going back and forth with a guy and, you know, he was disrespecting her. That's the norm on YouTube. Black men disrespecting black women. And as she was feeling attacked, she blurted out that he was acting like an agent of chaos. And I thought it was interesting because when she said it, he immediately calmed down because in his mind, she exposed him. You know, the men on the panel had a real problem with her mentioning agent of chaos. They had such a problem with it that a few minutes later they ended the live stream because in their mind she exposed them, exposed the agenda. It's crazy. YouTube is very deep. Everybody just think that these videos are silly. Not at all. Some of these videos are for a specific agenda. Keep your eyes peeled. Have you guys seen the movie School Days with Spike Lee? That movie about sororities and fraternities? That's a good movie if you haven't seen it. Go check it out. Well, anyways, in that movie, you have a guy that's the leader in the fraternity. This guy was the big fish on campus. He was the man. He chose the lightest chick on campus to be his girlfriend, and she ran behind him like they've been married for 10 years. And speaking of the girlfriend character, she did any and everything to please her frat boyfriend, including sleep with one of the pledges. And then he did a mind fuck on her and got really angry when she actually laid down with one of the pledge members. It was crazy. But this represents what men do. They love to play mind games on women that they care nothing about, but they pretend like they love you. You see, the lead male character in that movie reminds me of the guys on YouTube. Here on YouTube, you have black men demanding to be respected, demanding for women to bow down. If you're really in your masculine, you shouldn't have to ask at all. You know, the women that be around these men on these YouTube panels, they probably want to go mainstream. But the men's goal is to make themselves go mainstream. They can care less about these women. And let's say Hollywood is interested in the women. And they done sat back and watch you get disrespected night after night, week after week on YouTube. Guess what? Hollywood is going to put you through it because you've shown them that you're down to be humiliated and do anything for fame. And I'm sure people are saying, how do you know all this? Because I live out here in Hollywood. That's how. I know a whole lot that I can't reveal. Since it's only so much I can say, let's switch topics. Let's talk sororities. You know, when these women pledge, they go through a lot. I had one friend, she was pledging a sorority. I'm not going to say which one. I'm going to keep that confidential. Anyways, they would take her out to the woods at 3 a.m. That's demon time, folks. And I can't reveal the rest of the details. I can't even do it. Let's just say she had to hire a lawyer. She had to hire a lawyer. That's how bad it was. Oh, you want to cross the burning sands? Oh, you want to be rich and famous? Well, there's a price. You think you just gonna come to Hollywood and live happily ever after? No. You see, these guys on YouTube want to be famous really bad. They want the same spotlight as Kevin Samuels. and they'll do whatever they got to do to get it. And if that means disrespecting black women every single night, then they're going to do what they got to do. On that note, I got to get out of here. But I will do a part 2 because we definitely have to dive deeper into this topic. It's a lot I didn't talk about. But I want you guys to take care, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.